Hey guys, it's Vol here, back once again with another episode of our RouletteLocke. Now I have decided on the RouletteLocke name. I haven't seen anyone do another RouletteLocke. There is a Russian RouletteLocke out there, but mine's different from the way he's doing his. It's sort of more a roulette, I guess, but I didn't really want to call it a roulette because me trying to say that every episode would end in tears. Anyway, so yeah, as of recording this, there's been a lot happening with my videos and channel and things like that. Basically, I spent the entirety of yesterday, as I had the day off, learning about the full editing process and I made the YouTube channel. I made thumbnails. I made a layout. So you will be seeing a layout on this episode. I haven't talked about that before, but I know what it looks like now. I can talk around, what I upload to the channel, all the description type things, and I can reply to comments, as I'm going. And so basically, it was a lot of work and a lot of fiddling around in menus and in video editing software and photo editing software I'd never used before and had no idea what I was doing, but I I struggled through. I don't think I have a rotator yet. Alright, I mean that's okay, I'm not going to use this thing, but I'm going to catch it so I have dupes up my sleeve, so it's probably a good idea. I'm not going to stay on Zazu because that would be a risk. So as I was saying, I spent a lot of time in programs. I had no idea what I was doing, but I think I came out with, albeit a very basic product. It's a product nonetheless, and a product I'm reasonably happy with. It was something that I can show for my work and have uploaded for posterity and all that sort of thing. So I'm really happy with it. Obviously, watching the videos through the video editing process and things like that. And there's a rotator. Anyway, watching those videos, it was kind of, I learned a bit about what I do well and don't do well. Again, it comes back to me speaking too quickly and mumbling and kind of merging words together instead of being able to speak like a normal human being because I'm too excited and like a little puppy running around. It's just, I have to slow down. I have to, really enunciate properly. Anyway. So that's what I plan on doing. A few mic issues with breathing and things like that. I mean, I don't have good mics or anything yet. We certainly do it. If this goes well, I'll certainly look into that in the future, along with Facecam and all those other things. But for now, I just want to have content so I'm actually, you can actually see what's going on and see what I'm about, and if it's what you want to support, and if you do support it, then of course I will support you guys and improve my content, improve my skills on the various softwares I'm going to be using. Anyway, so yeah, I mean, let me know what you think, and please give me feedback. I know I don't expect it to sort of kick off all of a sudden and explode into this huge thing, but I'll keep an eye on it. I'll get this series done, within about a month. So this is something going alongside a pretty busy period in my life, but I'm committed to it. So I'm happy that you guys are along for the ride if you are, and so show the support, and I'll as I said, I'll give back to you guys as much as possible. So now that's sort of out of the way, I can actually talk about what I want to be doing with the channel and. What am I doing? Actually talk about things I'm going to do when I upload these, because I'll upload these as close to as I can as I make them. So, as I said, I've uploaded 3 episodes. Fourth is well on its way. I mean, I've just got to finish off the last few editing things, but I really wanted to record an episode because, I mean, that's what it's about, right? So I hadn't done that in a day or two, and I wanted to sort of get back into it. Anyway, so bit of a review of where we are. We've got one rule. Now I have included that little box in the bottom right there for you guys to see what the rules are and keep track of them. So cross yours off as they go. I'll cross mine off as I use them. But I'll keep yours all up there because a bit of red candy here still. Anyway, so I'll keep yours up there just so you guys can cross them off when you get to them. So I don't think it's a rare candy here. Anyway, yeah, as I said, I couldn't really sort of judge on when you guys were going to cross those rules off, but yeah, I'll keep them all there so you can see them. Now, obviously, if you're doing your own version of this lock with the rules I provide at the end, you know, obviously just ignore them. I mean, you don't have to look at them the whole time. Alright, so rival battle here. This is going to be a problem. I know he leads his Pidgeotto, which is his most powerful mon at this stage, so I'm going to lead my most powerful mon. I don't know if I really want to be switch training against this guy. I might use, I'll definitely use Zubat for his Abra, because it only has Teleport, and I'll have Astonish, which will do work. So yeah, let's just Ember away. Yeah, so this rival battle, it's usually a problem, but I think with my Charmeleon strats will come through here. Unless we get the sand attack going, which is not fun. I think I still have a few safety potions. I don't have as many as I'd like, but I don't think this will be a problem with Charmeleon here. So I'm just going to be careful. I don't want to lose any other mons, because, you know, obviously I've gotten some pretty poor luck with with my encounters so far. So, you know, but at least, hey, they're all duped out now, so I don't have to worry about them in the future. Right, so Squirtle's going to come in here. I'm probably going to run with, yeah, I'll run with my bird. I don't think he's going to be able to one-shot this thing, and I'll be able to sort of judge on how much damage I can get on this. I want to get some sand attacks up on it, because I know he won't switch out. And if I can sand attack away, I might even be able to just take this thing out with this bird. Alright, Water Gun's going to do about 20. Even less, so he won't even... Yeah, he won't get the kill with another one, so I'm going to keep sand attacking away. Probably going to get a 3-drop, potion up, and see if I can kill this thing with Kentucky. And that's annoying, but hey, what are you going to do? It gets me my 3-drop for free, so not a problem at all. Yeah, so I'm super excited about where I am with this, and you know, I'm not even concerned about no one watching this yet or anything like that. I mean, it's super exciting for me. I went for a 4-drop. Who knows? I didn't know why, but you know, it's done now. He's got a 3 improve withdraw, so it's probably not going to be. I will see how I go with a Gust, see how much it does. But yeah, so I'm super excited now that I actually just have something. You know, it's nice to say I have something that's mine, and you know, on YouTube, and it's just kind of a cool feeling. Like, I've always wanted to do these Let's Plays and do these things. So yeah, I now have my own little slice of YouTube, which I'm super happy about. I'm going to go for Charmeleon. I know I said I can't train him, but you know, this is a rival battle. This is one of the... This is a tough... Oh, are you kidding me? Alright, eat that up. With a 4-drop sand attack, switch in straight into the accuracy. Alright, so I am going to potion up. I'm not about a crit water gun death. Not about using that Phoenix down this early. Alright, so let's... I almost think Ember will do more here because of the 4-burst withdraw. Anyway, so I'm going to go with Ember. It's not very effective. I get the burn. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful sight. No tail whip for you. I'm just going to quickly check how much a Metal Claw does here. I don't think it's going to do very much, but it doesn't matter because we've got the burn, and we can... yeah, nothing at all. So Ember is more powerful, as I thought. Anyway, so he's going to keep missing, and even if he does hit, I don't think it's not going to kill me, even with a crit. I didn't want to use Metal Claw. Oh well. I mean, it's just going to take almost just as long anyway, so it's not really a big deal. He does get the tail whip off. You know, he broke through the sand attacks, but hey, it was only a tail whip, and I'm just not going to help his special. So beautiful crit, nice. All right, so there's a Squirtle taken out with relatively painlessly. Hopefully this Abra comes in so I can use my Zazu. There we are. So this is going to be fun, unless they've changed something that I don't remember in in Fire Red. I don't think they have. I think it's still only got Teleport. I think they're trying to stay relatively true to... Ooh, 16. He might have Confusion. Do I risk it? I think I do. I do. Yep, Teleport. Cool. He was always level 15 from memory in Pokemon Red, and I'm not about the Confusion life. I'm not sure if he learns it as an Abra at level 16, or if it's just when he evolves into Kadabra and learns at level 16. I'm not sure. But hey, it doesn't matter. He goes down. That should get me level 14 Zubat. And Bite's pretty soon, I know that. I think it's like 16 or something like that. But, Thieves actually was a really good idea. I'm really happy I did that. Yeah, this Rattata is scary. I'm not taking risks against some other toughest fights early game. So I'm going to stay in with my Charmeleon, Ember away, and this will be EGG. Yeah, another thing I did while I was mucking around with channels, and I know it's not going to eventuate to anything, but I thought I would do it anyway, is I did go ahead and message Shady and Nappy. Now, I know it's not going to eventuate to anything like that, but anyway, I just, nothing ventured, nothing gained, so I just sort of basically explained what I was doing, and basically just sort of thought if they were interested at all in having a look at what I was doing, and if they wanted to maybe adopt a rule or any element of what I was doing here with their channel. I like the idea of interactivity. I would love to see them do. They're super interactive anyway. I'm not saying they're not, but like a versus you guys, I'd love to see that because it'd be so much fun with their production skills and things like that for them to be able to sort of do one of those things, and I'd certainly love to do it myself against them. So anyway, it probably will eventuate to nothing ventured, nothing gained. So I did message them, and I'm not trying to leech off them or anything. If they want to have a chat to me and ask them, I'm more than happy for them to use any and all of my ideas. A shout out would be the only thing I would ever ask from them, but that's it. So trying to get involved in the community a little bit. I know it's very early days, but you've got to start somewhere, and to get started is, I think, the hardest thing in YouTube. I'm sort of learning. With your new viewers, I mean, how do people see a video that doesn't come? If you search Pokemon Fire Red versus, it just doesn't come up. So, I'll just keep trucking away, make videos, make content, and eventually, the more lines in the water, the more likelihood you have of getting somewhere. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to be disheartened by such an early stage of my existence, not getting anywhere with the popularity, but as I said, that's not my main goal. It's just to kind of create something that if someone likes, even if one or two people have a good time out of what I'm doing here, I mean that's all I want. So, and I think it's a good idea, and I think it would be fun to interact with you guys. Anyway, so yeah, I'm super excited about the channel and learning all about it and things like that. And I'm not here to make money. I've got a career outside of this, so I'm all here for the enjoyment as a hobby, and I want a hobby that's a little more productive than just sitting here playing Pokemon. So I just feel like I'm one of those people that kind of it's a bit of an I don't want to call it an empty pursuit, but it's something that I want to sort of flesh out a bit more. Like I love playing Pokemon, and I want to produce something out of that, let my love of playing Pokemon turn into something more than just sitting there playing Pokemon. Don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, people have sometimes escaping in Pokemon. I've done that for a very long time, and I wouldn't dream of judging it. But yeah, it just I had an itch to do something more with it, and so here I am. I'm going to try and see if I can get confused on this Metapod. Nice. Because I'm not going to sit here and play the hardened game, but we are going to play the hardened game apparently. Anyway, so Zazu is getting. I actually didn't realise these Nugget trainers were so low. I thought they were a little bit higher. I thought they were in the sort of the 13 range. Level 10s. I know they get up to level 18, I believe, with the Mankey, but that's the single trainers have the one Pokemon always have a strong Pokemon. But level 10, I didn't think they'd start this low. I know they level. I think there's some level 13s and 14s in here, but you know what I'm getting at. You know what I'm trying to say. So anyway, outside of this, the reason why I sort of had this idea and had so much time to sort of think about what I wanted to do, and why I've never done it before, is I've always been busy with uni, obviously, 5 to 6 years of super intense uni courses and things like that. I finally had some time on my hands, and I didn't want to sit around just kind of being stagnant. So anyway, I came along and formulated these ideas and things like that. The reason I had, again, even more time on my hands was during one of the last games of the grind season. I managed to break my leg, so it wasn't too, like, not, when I say not too bad, I had to have surgery and things like that, but I didn't break the tibia, which is the main weight-bearing bone in your lower leg. I only broke the fibula on the side, but I also tore the ligaments on the opposite side of my leg. So the fibula's on the outside, and the ligaments around the ankle on the other side. I tore all those, which basically means if you look at an ankle joint from the front, basically the tibia has a little side, comes down onto that knobbly bit on the side of your ankle, and then the fibula is the other knobbly bit on the other side. So what those bones actually do is they basically form a saddle on top of your talus, which is your major foot bone. Now, what I did is I snapped one edge of that, I suppose, one leg of that saddle, and I basically tore the other leg off all the anchors off the talus. And what that means is I really had no structural integrity at all to my ankle joint, so they had to go in and operate. And I've sort of got a pin and plate on the fibula side just to sort of reinforce that, and then as I was off my feet for so long, the ligaments will kind of reattach and stabilize up. Anyway, so I've been off my feet for a long time, and it took so long at the start to heal anyway, but I'm back running already. I only did that about 9 weeks ago now, so I'm back walking and running around at rugby, as you probably gathered from 2 nights ago. So it was a lot of time off my feet, and for the first, I think, 3 weeks, I couldn't even put my ankle below my hip because the swelling was that bad and the bruising in the bone. I had bone bruising that made it so that every time I stood up to even move around, even on crutches, even without any weight on my foot, just the blood pushing down into that bruised and swollen area, the pain was unbearable. I'd have to basically hold my foot up to my butt to actually go to the toilet or to move anywhere. So I was literally, I think I slept on the couch for 2 or 3 weeks just because I couldn't get upstairs to get to my room and get into bed, and it was a really frustrating time. So I basically was at a loss of what to do. So I got back into my Pokemon and sort of formulated the seed was planted, if you will. Alright, so I've done absolutely nothing in this episode, so I'm going to try and speed up a bit here and focus a little bit more on what I'm doing. But yeah, so that's sort of, I guess you've got a bit of history about the origins of what you're seeing. Anyway, so my aim for this episode, I'm already at 18 minutes, so I've got another, I'll make this episode maybe 30 to 35. Damn, that was a crit, and that was not fun. Yeah, I'm about that quick attack life. Let's go YOLO it. Anyway. So what I want to do is I definitely want to get up to build and get back and ready for Misty. Get my encounters up here. Misty's going to be tough, so I am going to have to think about how I'm going to go about that. Pidgeotto will be a thing by that time, I'm sure. I'm going to super sonic and leech life away on this Oddish. It can't do jack to me. But yeah, it's going to be a problem. This is the hard bit of the game, and this is where I've got to be quite careful. Like, to lose here, and before the first, safe point, designated safe point, which is after Misty, that'd be, I wouldn't want to start again, because, it'd be episode, 7 or 8, and I'd be going through Viridian Forest. 3 supersonic misses, come on. Look, Oddish, you're not going to miss me, let's be honest with that sweet scent now. Anyway, so, I'm all about being safe at this point. And I might, as I said, not about the dying life. But yeah, I do need to speed up, this is not helping me going supersonic again. I'm just trying to spam away. When he snapped out of confusion, I've literally wasted this entire battle. So far, I might just jump into Leech Life and just see what I do there. There's probably neutral damage with Poison Grass being a thing. Yeah, neutral damage. Is it worth staying? Nah, I'm gonna switch. I know I just wasted the first 20 seconds. I thought, anyway, I will go to Kentucky because this absorb's going to do jack to me. Oh, of course he now stops using Sweet Scent, you know. Yeah, who knows? Who knows? They may go back to Gen 1 strats where they make their move after you do. Anyway, I guess he'd use 6 Sweet Scent, so you couldn't really use any more. I suppose. I'll let it slide. Back to the Sweet Scent. So I don't know what this Oddish's AI is all about. Not using very effective moves, I guess, but Sweet Scent, GG. Anyway, I always found that a weird move, Sweet Scent. I know, you know, it's kind of a counter to sand attacks and things like that, but I mean, on its own, it's kind of a waste of a slot. I mean, yeah, there's way better moves you can have as a strat or counter strat moves out there. Certainly not evasiveness gains. I don't like Belt Sprouts nearly as much as I like Belt Safe with Odysseus, so I'm going to go to the big guns here again, just in the interest of time saving. Yeah. Anyway, so 21 minutes in already, and I'm a third of the way done with Nugget Bridge, and a rival battle down, and an encounter. I guess I've done a little bit, but not nearly as much as I wanted to have done. I'm definitely gonna get these encounters though, and rip through the rest of this. I think this guy's got Rattata's lead, so Ekans and Rattata from memory. Actually, I might. Yeah, I'm gonna lead the Zubat in case he has the Ekans lead. Either way, I can switch in. I'll switch out. I should have potioned Pidgey there, but that's okay. I don't want to poke center here at all if I can avoid it. So anyway, so Sentry lead. That's not too bad for Zazu. Yeah, that's not too bad at all. So I'm gonna try and see what I can do with this. He's not gonna be able to one-shot me either way, even if it does cause a problem for me. I know his attack's relatively high for a low-B Pokemon, so A, the confusion will do a bit, and B, I should be alright. Alright, I actually wanted to use Thief there. I am out of PP for that. Anyway. Yeah, so we'll just... I'm not sure what I want to use on this thing. Well, I am getting the confusions. Yeah, I don't have any... We'll go for the Astonish and see what we can do with that. I always underestimate Astonish. I mean, I know it's only base 20 or whatever it is, but it's a nice little move early on for Zubat, and it was a significant buff for him. 3 confusions in a row is really good luck, so... And the flinch. It's all going right for little Zazu at the moment. If I get in the confusion here, it's beautiful. Beautiful. Look, my luck might be turning around, who knows. maybe my luck's turning around because I actually decided to put some work off screen in for this little LP. So maybe that was all, took just a bit of effort. Anyway. Yeah, so tonight I'm actually excited as well because it's our first, this weekend's our first rugby. So today's Friday for me now, so first ever rugby game tomorrow. Obviously I'm not playing, I'm going to avoid the first 2, I'm going to miss the first 2 rounds just to be safe. We've got a bye in round 3, so I may as well take advantage of the extra time to sort of let it heal. I'm running around really well and it's feeling better and better every day and every training, but yeah, I'm just being cautious. There's no point rushing it back. You know, we've got a few easier games coming up. Well, should be easier games coming up in the first few rounds. So I chat with the coach, and he was just, you know, we basically came to an agreement that it was a good idea to just avoid those first few rounds and let it come back into being 100% and see how I go with training and ease my way back in. But I'm super happy, especially last night. Last night's training was awesome, and we had so many people there for the first round. I mean, in Tasmania, it's hard to get, you know, last season we won the premiership and we were getting 18 people if we were lucky, which is, I don't know if you guys know, but rugby has 15 people on the field. So, you know, as a premiership team to only have 18 people training when you have a 23-man squad to play on the day, I mean, it's so hard. And when you're trying to run, you know, game plan sort of stuff and, you know, trying to run your plays against, you know, invisible people, it just doesn't work. So, but anyway, last night, you know, we started a reserve grade up this year. We'll try to restart a reserve grade up down here. And there's Bite, beautiful. All right, so yeah, we try to start all that back up. Anyway, I'm gonna get rid of Thief here. And you know, there's a few teams that are combining to make reserve teams as their secondary one, and it's kind of, I like the way they've done it. Basically, they've sort of said that we're really encouraging people to commit to the reserve grades. So there'll be, kind of incentives for teams to do so. So for the teams that have committed to doing reserve grade, and even in combination, we have to at least commit 6 players from each team to play in reserve grade before you're allowed to have a full seniors bench. Otherwise, you're only allowed to have 2 on your bench versus 8. So it's quite a big drop if you don't do it. I'm going to risk this Nuzlocke. I don't think he has anything terribly scary for me. That's scary though. That focus energy is scary. I'm going to risk it. Risk the biscuit. But yeah, so at least 6 players to commit to reserve grade. Otherwise, you don't get a full bench in senior grade. Anyway, the first reserve grade is tonight, and I'm going to go along, obviously, to support the team, but I'm not going to play. But I'm super excited to see how it all works and see what other teams do, whether they send some good players or not. And I'm just super happy to be back in the rugby season. I'm a rugby maniac, so super happy to be back and running around and doing things. I mean, I was worried that broken leg when I first did it was going to cost me most of my season, but luckily, my recovery's been really good, and I've been able to work really hard on the recovery and get back at a reasonable time. 2 games is nothing, and it's like an 18-game season before the finals, so not too concerned. Especially with the bye, it's a really nice little rest I have there leading into round 4, and I come back in against one of the best teams to play against. So I've got a lot of mates on that team, but they're a really good side. They had a bit of a quiet year last year. I think they ended up 3rd. That's not a quiet year, but they only just squeaked into finals and made it to 3rd place. The finals down here is only 4 teams, so they're a good side, and they probably should have done what they've done this year, and they've recruited pretty hard. What am I going to do here? I'm going to play my Charmeleon because I'm not going to muck around with this level 18 Mankey. But yeah, so we're playing, my first game back is against a really good side. I don't know if you guys know, but they're basically quote-unquote the Polynesian team, so lots of Islanders in their team, and if you guys know anything about rugby, you know that Islanders are just naturally gifted and naturally strong athletes who also have a certain penchant for rugby. So they're a team that you can never sort of go to sleep on the field. They will attack. They'll be going all out attack, even from deep within their own defensive areas of the field. So it's one of those teams that it's always fun to play against because there'll always be lots of opportunities to score yourself, but they'll also score at will. So you've got to be really careful against them. It's a lot of fun. And I'm really looking forward to that challenge. And I played a gridiron with a few of those boys in the off season, so yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun playing against them and having a bit of banter back and forth on the field. I'm one of those players that on the field, I'm hard, I'm intense and very, full on, but I'll in the sort of down moments, whether it be going into a scrum or a line or something like that, I'll always have a little giggle with the other team. I think it kind of helps in the end. Rugby's a game that there's this definitely unwritten law in rugby where you play super hard, you bash the crap out of each other for 80 minutes, but as soon as the game's done, you come off and you're best mates. No matter what's happened on the field, very rarely is something bad enough happen on the field that would leave you with a grudge on someone else. I mean, sure, there are some dirty things that go on out there, but I'll pretty much forgive just about anything that happens on that field because I know that it's a mad experience being on a rugby field. Let me put it that way. I mean, it's your well-being's on the line, and you've got that's why I think there's so much camaraderie in rugby, because your well-being's on the line and you have to rely on your teammates to keep you safe. And if they're not there to keep you safe, then it wouldn't be a very good game. But and the opposite's true. The other team's also trying to keep their players safe, and to do that, you've got to go hard. But after it's all done, the beautiful thing is you go straight back to the club rooms and you're best mates with the other team. I don't think there's very, very few people I dislike who play rugby. It's such a beautiful game. I mean, all walks of life play it, all shapes and sizes. I've basically talked about rugby this entire episode, apart from the early bit of the early bit of talk about the channel. So anyway, I'm going to get this encounter here. I mean, I think I'm at 29 minutes now, so I'm going to end the episode, but I've got to get an encounter. I've got to get something and see what I get. I don't want to be out there. I want to be in Pokemon to see which I'm going to lead. Okay, I'm going to lead... Yeah, I'm going to lead Zazu. He's not going to kill anything. Alright, so probably an Oddish would be ideal on Abra. What do we get? Oddish, perfect. Level 13, yeah, it's good. That's good. That's a good Oddish. I think you can get level 11s. Oddishes here, or level, I think the highest is 14. Anyway, I might just Astonish away. Yeah, that's true. And the flinch, good. I'm super worried about losing this thing. I don't want to lose it. So I'm going to be pretty careful with it. I'll use it against, I think, the Geodudes up northern trainers there. I know one guy has a couple of Geodudes and an Onix. Another one has Machops and Geodudes. So I'm pretty sure the first hiker has it leaves them a Machop and then has Geodudes after that. So I'm going to lead probably my Pidgey into that. Lead my Pidgey into that before switching into the Oddish to get some training. I want it to be like about level 16 to 17. I think that's probably a good level for it when it enters Misty's gym, because I know we'll get a lot of training in there as well. So I'm going to definitely throw a Pokeball here. How many do I have? Just so as mentioned, okay, I have 7, so I have plenty of Pokeballs for now. What I'll do is I'll catch this one. I'll go back to our normal standing point in the Poke Center to finish up this episode. And yeah, I might record another one straight after this, or I'm going to make lamb ragu for dinner tonight, so I might have to start roasting that lamb. I'm going to be out for the night, so maybe I'll make something easy anyway. Yeah, thank you. You guys are hearing my domestic decisions here. So yes, we have to do this Oddish. What I'm going to call it? What is? I'm trying to remember what the carnivorous flower is. I think it starts with F and it's like because it was the botanist discovered actually the Raffles, but it's like Rafflesia. I'm going to call him Riff Raff, based on my fact that I don't know what the flower's called apart from it's got Raff in it, so it's going to this guy's going to be called Riff Raff. And that is my official name for Oddishes of all time. I actually really like that name. Riff Raff is awesome. Riff Raff. Never called my Oddishes that before, but I love that name. Anyway, so I'm going to quickly run back down to the Poke Center here. I've got nowhere in this episode, and I'm sorry about that. I was just super excited about talking a bit about my life, and also about my new channel, and you know, all the new stuff I've been doing. Yeah. Anyway, so what I will do now is stop right here. At about 33 minutes. So yeah, once again, let me know how you're going. Like how you're going with your run again, because I know I did nothing in this episode. Keep me updated. Yeah, keep interacting, because this is what this channel's about, is interaction. So keep interacting with me, and I'll keep interacting with you guys. Yeah, and even if it is super far down the track, keep me updated. I will keep checking back on these comments and things like that, just to see how you guys are enjoying the episodes, because I mean, there's always learning opportunities from you guys. So yeah, even if you are coming to this video very late, please comment down below and let me know how you've gone with it and everything like that. So without going on for too much longer, thanks guys, and yeah, I'll see you later. I'm out.